Welcome to the show. It's gonna be a short little broadcast, man. I couldn't let the Dr. Dre divorce pass me by. I've been just busy with work. With the virus, getting ready for phase 3. Down here in New Orleans, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but everybody's keeping their head up. Just got past Labor Day. It's been a violent weekend down here in New Orleans, man. Like the evacuees from Lake Charles came down here and they set this bitch off. So Canal Street been kind of a bit of a war zone. So let's jump into the content, guys. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for those of you who do actually donate. I get a couple of cash apps a week. So let's jump into the Dr. Dre divorce. TMZ posted the breakdown, the financial breakdown, that his wife, I guess she was trying to find a justification for why she wants $2 million a month for spousal support. Even the president of the United States can't justify. I mean, okay, maybe because of the security detail, 250 grand. I think Air Force One takes. I think the Air Force One takes. It costs 250 grand an hour to run Air Force One. But this is just a woman, a lawyer who was married to Dr. Dre. Okay, I can understand if this was like Cookie lying and Lucius lying, where this lady, before they got married, and Dre done something dirty and she took a bid and gave him some seed money and he ended up, flipping that seed into $1 billion. Okay, I can see, you being entitled to some of that money. Not all of it, but some of it. Because even though you planted the seed, he had to take the seed, water it, nurture it, and turn it into what he turned it into, which was $1 billion, $1 billion brand. Like Dr. Dre himself is a brand at this point. Okay. And I'm looking at different people's reactions and different comments to what's going on. And everybody has their own conjecture. Some people think that it's infidelity. Some people think that it's he's a wife beater, and that's mainly from the black women. I look at certain comment sections on Facebook, and they'll be like, "Well, he's a wife beater. Give that woman everything she deserves." And because she's of mixed race, or I don't know if she's Spanish or white, because he's a black man married to quote unquote an exotic woman, he gets what he deserves. Michelle got her ass whooped, and Dee Barnes got her ass whooped, and neither one of them got the kind of money that this lady is asking for. Okay, but like I said, I can understand if she was sleeping in a dungeon while Dre was in a basement, making beats for NWA and doing all this work, and she was there at his side digging through albums and dusting them off and making, helping produce the Chronic, wrote some lyrics, just done whatever. Okay, I can understand that. You are entitled to some of that money. But if Dr. Dre walked into the relationship with 500 million already at his disposal, I don't think she had anything to do with the other 500 million that made him a billionaire. All right? Call it unfair, and I'm more than positive dude had a prenup somewhere because TMZ said it, bombshell. Dr. Dre had a prenup. Now, mind you, the wife is a lawyer. Okay, don't ever get it twisted. This woman is a lawyer, and there's some people in certain comment sections that I'm hearing is saying stuff like, well, okay, she's only asking for such a crazy high amount so that when negotiations occur, they can drop it down. In the art of negotiating, you always ask for more than you really want to make them come down to your level. All right? Because they'll never ever go up. Now, if you can actually show and prove why you asking, why what you're asking for is justified, then maybe they'll come up in a civil suit. This is not a civil suit. This is a divorce. Okay, and they both made a public statement as to why the divorce is ending, and they used the basic generic and irreconcilable differences. Everybody says that. Okay, that's as generic as you can get. But here's a breakdown of what she wants. Nicole Young wants 1 Let her hear gunshots. 1.9 million. I mean, 936, basically 1,936,399 to cover her expenses. Here's the breakdown. Laundry and cleaning, 10,000 a month. Okay. Clothes, 135,000 a month. I don't see it. I don't get it. Based on how him and her dress, they should have enough clothes to last them forever. I'm wearing a pair of jeans right now I've had over a year, and I paid like $13 at Dollar General or something. Okay, and a lot of people have this issue to where if you make more money, you spend more money, and that's not necessarily the case. This is purely asinine, and it's just vindictive. Okay, nobody needs $135,000 worth of clothes a month. Education, tuition, and living expenses, 60 grand a month. I can almost understand the living expenses part. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have a friend of mine who has a humongous house, and when dude, now I'm not gonna say the whole 60,000, but I will say this much. I saw his light bill, and he was telling me, I live in New Orleans, so this friend of mine is in Atlanta, Georgia, and he was telling me his light bill was like $1,800 a month, because to keep the house air conditioned and keep all the electricity on, he said you have to almost keep the central air running 24 hours a day. The house is so big. Okay, he said, he was telling me I would have done better having a damn window unit. Now I don't know what her other living expenses may be beside that. Probably insurance for the house, the mortgage if the house ain't paid for. Okay, car insurance, the car notes. You know, all those incidentals do add up if you're somebody who's used to having that kind of money. Charitable contributions, I don't know what that is. 125 grand a month, I don't know what that's going towards. Mortgage, 100,000 a month. And entertainment, 900,000. Who the hell would Beyonce come into your house every night singing you to sleep? And telephone and cell phone and email. I thought email was free. $20,000 a month for emails and cell phone. I got Verizon, people, and my Verizon bill is high. It is never ever over $300 a month. But still, I mean, good Lord, bro. I mean, as a lawyer, she should have negotiated better when they signed that prenup. I don't know where this is going, and I'm looking at all of this extra stuff like the laundry and cleaning, 10,000 a month. All those kids at a certain age where they can wash their own clothes. And I'm more than positive when this man was traveling the country, traveling the world, making music, putting, you know, food on the table, she had a maid. They had a private chef. You know, I got friends of mine who are not nowhere near as rich as Dr. Drake, and they have a private. They have like, you know, like Blue Apron and all them people that like prep meals. You know, you can just like call a menu and say, I want prep meals ready-made at 4:30 every night. I want shrimp scampi Thursday. I want red beans Monday. I want meatballs and spaghetti Tuesday. I mean, these friends of mine who are like hardcore workaholics subscribe to a food service. Because mind you, food service is now the new version of having a private chef. If you too broke to afford Luigi coming to your house making you, you know, gargonzola and gabagoo every night or whatever, then you can afford, you know, prep meals. And they come, you know, ready made to your door. You know, it's like almost like Uber Eats, damn near. You can just say, look here, you know, the kids got a hankering for burgers and, you know, fries or whatever. And as simple as that sounds, you know, there's like Black Angus burgers, okay, and you know, and these special ground chuck beef burgers, and you know, there's gourmet burgers out there. So even if it sounds as simple as just McDonald's type of food, I'm more than positive those prep meals, because my friends, the prep meals that they order is like $119 a week. I don't know what the hell she eating. It costs 10 grand a month. All right. But anyway, that's all. That's much. That's you know, the most I can give y'all at this point, because right now it's too much hearsay. He said, you know, he said, she said, and I don't have an issue, you know, with the woman getting you know, what she's got coming to her. But at the end of the day, that man was already rich when he met her, and woe betide the idiot who gets married as a high value man with no prenup. Okay, Dre is in the entertainment business. I'm more than positive this man is friends with several other entertainers who done warned this dude. All right, now she's the mother of some of his kids, like two of his kids. So you know, it's not a matter of child support because the kids are already like 19 years old. Okay, and a lot of times people do stay together for the kids in an unhappy marriage. Okay, I have several neighbors throughout my lifetime I've come across where the guy was a workaholic, the woman wanted a certain lifestyle, and certain lifestyle costs certain money. That one of the two of them got to bust their ass to provide. Okay, and it's a very unhappy marriage. But when a man is the provider, the woman stays unhappy, unsexually satisfied, but the kids are well taken care of. And unfortunately, I think this is kind of that situation. Who knows what Dre had going on? The man is a mega celebrity, a mega producer, and I'm more than positive she knew as, you know, groupies and shit came along with it. So we just got to do a wait and see, fam. Anyway, hit like, share, and subscribe or not. Thank you for those of you who do subscribe and comment, and thank you for your donations. Cash App on the bottom of the screen. Or by Rico, go order yourself something off the website. I'm super affordable, and I wish you guys well. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend, but you know, this is a really weird divorce, man. It's just, you know, the death of Chadwick Boseman and 2020 as a whole. It just seemed like this is just a really like shitty ass year for everybody. I'm out.